Do you know why most people collapse in front of others? Not because they're weak, but because they think they are. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a speech about pretending to be confident. This is about psychological dominance, the mindset that keeps your voice calm when everyone else is shouting, your eyes steady when everyone else is breaking. You want to stay strong in front of anyone? Then forget fake confidence. You need mental control, and today I'll give you 6 rules to build it. Rules that turn your fear into power. Rules that make silence louder than words. Rules that make you untouchable. So let's begin. Rule number 1, master the inner voice. The biggest enemy you'll ever face isn't the person in front of you. It's the voice inside your head. That tiny whisper that says, "You're not enough. You'll embarrass yourself. They're better than you." That voice kills confidence before anyone else even speaks. And the first rule to stay strong in front of anyone is to silence that voice. You don't silence it by fighting it. You silence it by proving it wrong. Every time your mind tells you, you can't, you do one small thing that says, "I just did." It's called psychological conditioning. Your brain learns through evidence, not motivation. When you walk into a room, remember this truth. Your body reacts to your thoughts. If your mind is afraid, your body will follow. But if your mind is trained to see challenges as tests, your body stands taller, your voice steadies, your presence hardens. So, rule number 1, dominate the inner voice, because when your mind obeys you, the world will too. Rule number 2, control your body language, the silent power. The most powerful person in any room isn't the loudest. It's the one whose body speaks before their mouth ever opens. People say confidence is about words, but that's a lie. Words convince the world, but your body convinces the mind. And here's the truth. Your posture, your eyes, your movement, they're all psychological weapons. The human brain is designed to read energy before logic. That means before you say a single word, they already know if you're nervous, fake, or powerful. So the second rule to stay strong in front of anyone is this. Control your body language. Control your energy. When you walk into a room, don't rush. Power doesn't hurry. Move slow, deliberate, calm, as if time bends for you. That's how leaders walk. Because when you control your tempo, you control perception. Now let's talk about the eyes. Your eyes are the mirrors of your dominance. Don't dart around. Don't over-smile. Maintain steady eye contact, not aggressive, not desperate, just steady. It sends a silent message. I see you. I'm not afraid of you. Psychologically, the one who holds eye contact longer without discomfort is subconsciously seen as the alpha presence in any interaction. It's not arrogance, it's control. And here's the next layer, micro-expressions. Every small reaction, every twitch, every shoulder drop, every sigh tells them how easy it is to shake you. So learn this skill, emotional neutrality. Train your face to stay unreadable. When someone tries to provoke you, don't react, observe. Because the moment they realize you're unshaken, they'll stop trying to control you. Your silence, your stillness, that's your strength. People who lack inner peace always move too much, talk too fast, laugh too loudly. But those who have real power, they speak less, move less, and yet control more. You want to know why? Because stillness intimidates. Stillness means control, and control means strength. So, the next time you're standing in front of someone who tries to dominate you, don't try to outtalk them. Don't try to prove yourself. Just look them in the eyes, stand tall, relax your shoulders, and smile slightly. Let your body say what words never can. I am not here to compete. I am here to conquer. Control your emotional temperature. Listen carefully. The moment someone controls your emotions, they own you. They don't need to hit you, shout at you, or even disrespect you. They just need to trigger you. Because when you react, you lose. If you want to stay strong in front of anyone, even the most dominant person in the room, you must learn to control your emotional temperature. Rule number 3, never react, only respond. You don't need to show them anger. You don't need to prove you're calm. You just need to make them guess what you're thinking. That's how you make people uncomfortable when they can't read you. Remember this, power isn't in shouting louder, Power is in silence that forces others to listen. When you stop explaining and start observing, you suddenly become the most unpredictable person in the room. Let them try to provoke you. Let them say things to test your patience. But while they're losing control, trying to get a reaction out of you, you're standing still, calm, unreadable. That's how you mentally dominate every interaction. The strongest people are not the ones who fight back instantly. They're the ones who can wait while everyone else burns in their own emotions. Your goal is not to win arguments. Your goal is to own the atmosphere. When you can stay unshaken, people will automatically sense your authority. They'll fear your calmness. They'll respect your silence. Because deep down, they'll know you're built different. The silent dominance rule. Let me tell you a truth most people never realize. Dominance isn't about muscles, shouting, or ego. It's about presence. That invisible energy that makes people hesitate before speaking to you. That silent aura that tells everyone you're not someone to be messed with. And the secret to building that presence is mastering nonverbal control. When you walk into a room, don't rush. Move slow, but with certainty. People who move fast look desperate for attention. But those who move with calm control demand attention without even asking. Your eyes should never wander aimlessly. Lock your gaze with intent, not aggression. Just quiet confidence that says, I see through you. Because when your body language is composed and your energy grounded, you create psychological pressure without saying a single word. Here's the psychology behind it. Humans subconsciously respect those who show certainty under pressure. Our brains are wired to follow calm leadership, because calmness equals control, and control equals power. So next time you face someone who tries to overpower you, don't speak first. Let silence work. Let your calmness suffocate their confidence. Wait until they speak. Then answer slowly, like you already knew what they were going to say. That's how you make people chase your validation without realizing it. People expect reactions, not composure. When you break that pattern, you control the situation. They start questioning themselves. They start adjusting their tone. Their confidence drops and yours multiplies. That's psychological warfare without words. You're not fighting them. You're controlling the emotional temperature of the entire moment. And when you can do that, you've already won without even trying. So remember this rule: never try to look powerful. Be powerful, because real dominance doesn't shout. It radiates. The detachment rule: own your calm, own the room. There's a line between feeling something and letting it own you. Most people live on that line, pushed every time someone pokes it. They react. They defend. They sputter excuses. They beg for approval. And because they react, they lose. Detachment is not numbness. It is surgical focus. Detachment is not hatred. It is prioritized energy. Detachment is not avoidance. It is strategic preservation. If you want to stay strong in front of anyone, you must master one brutal discipline. You will no longer give your emotional energy away for free. That rule is simple. Its practice is ruthless. Why detachment works. People try to control you with emotion because emotional reactions are currency. Anger, guilt, panic, these are the coins others spend to buy an outcome from you. When you pay those coins, when you react, they win. When you refuse to pay, they are bankrupt. Their tactics fail. Their scripts collapse. Their power evaporates. Detachment bankrupts the manipulator and exposes the weak. It forces truth to the surface because the usual emotional levers stop working. And when emotional levers fail, only competence and fact remain. Those are the currencies you want. How to build detachment, the method. Anchor your baseline. Create a 3-second breathing anchor. The moment you feel the first spike of emotion, inhale 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Do this automatically. The anchor flips your nervous system from reactive to regulated. Practice it until it's the first reflex, not a thought. Name the emotion, not the drama. Internally label it. That is anger. That is shame. Saying the word in your head reduces its charge. Language contains emotion. Naming moves energy from the limbic storm into the thinking brain. You disarm the hijack. Delay the verdict. For any attack, claim a mental timeout. I'll respond after I've reviewed, even silence that announces. Delay is more powerful than immediate defense. People expect reaction, denying them that script leaves them exposed. Use the 3 facts rule. When confronting any heated situation, limit yourself to 3 unemotional facts. No adjectives. No opinions. Facts are not fuel for drama. Facts are blueprints for resolution. Speak them slowly, then stop. Design emotional bailouts. If a conversation is unsafe, have an exit, a neutral statement you can use, and a movement that ends the exchange. I need to step away. Walk. Physical. Removal is a powerful enforcement of your boundary. Practice emotional minimalism. Tell fewer personal stories. Reveal less. The less you give, the less there is to hold against you. Share results, not wounds. Share frameworks, not confessions. Your reserve becomes armor. Tactics to deploy in real interactions. When provoked, tilt your head slightly, look briefly away, then return with a neutral phrase. Noted. Pause. They squirm. Their attempt at control fails. You win by omission. When guilt-tripped, reply calmly with a boundary. I hear you. That won't change my decision. Repeat if needed. Don't explain. Explanation invites debate. When pressured, use a calibration line. If you want an answer, show me outcomes. Request for evidence, shift the burden back to the asker. Let them do the work. When cornered, breathe, name the feeling, and state a simple fact. Example, I feel pressured. The agreement states X, we will follow X, facts override theatrics. Training drills, do these daily. Cold response drill, 5-minute. Listen to a heated argument clip. Practice the 3-second anchor and respond with 3 facts aloud. Record and replay. Improve monotone delivery. Exit rehearsal, 3-minute. Practice 3 neutral exit lines and a brisk walk away. Muscle memory makes it real. Reserve inventory, 10-minute. List 5 personal details you will never disclose publicly. Keep the list hidden. This is your emotional vault. The payoff, what detachment looks like in life. When you master detachment, people mislabel you. They call you cold, distant, uninterested. Let them. Labels are emotion. They don't move outcomes. What actually happens is this: your negotiations become surgical. You trade less of your time and more of their compliance. Your relationships clear out. Superficial people leave. Loyal ones show. The circle tightens and the quality of your life rises. Your reputation shifts from reactive to reliable. People start to treat you as a decision maker, not a drama reactor. Most importantly, your internal world becomes unassailable. You sleep, you wake, you act. Not because you were unaffected, but because you chose where to spend your charge. From today, make one rule non-negotiable. Do not expend your emotional currency without return. If the interaction does not move you closer to a result, leave it. If it does not build your legacy, neutralize it. If it does not respect your boundaries, end it. Detachment is not cruelty. It is economy. It is the budget for your most valuable resource, attention. When others are frantic to be heard, you are calm enough to be seen. That is strength. That is mastery. That is why they will pause before testing you again. Command presence, the power that makes silence loud. Confidence was your foundation. Detachment made you untouchable. Now, this last rule transforms everything you are into. Presence, the invisible force that makes people stop talking when you walk in. Presence isn't built by talking more. It's built by talking less and meaning more. It's not about acting intimidating. It's about owning the air you breathe so completely that others adjust to you without even realizing it. That's what command presence is. A vibration of self-assurance so strong that chaos organizes itself around you. Rule number 6, control the energy, control the room. Every space has energy, tension, excitement, fear, or dominance. Most people enter and absorb that energy like sponges. Leaders, true game changers, enter and set it. That's why some people walk in and everyone straightens up. It's not magic. It's training. It's control over internal frequency. You decide your state before the world decides it for you. Here's how you build that state. Step 1. Pre-entry programming. Before entering any room, repeat mentally, I belong here. I lead here. I decide the pace. 3 times. Then exhale slow. You are not seeking approval. You are granting attention. Step 2. Slow your movements. Power never rushes. Every gesture you make, turning, walking, looking, must be deliberate. Fast movement signals anxiety. Stillness radiates authority. Let silence stretch before you speak. It turns curiosity into respect. Step 3. Speak like you already know the outcome. Confidence isn't volume. It's certainty. Lower your tone slightly, shorten your sentences, and pause after delivering a line. Pauses are dominance. They force others to wait for your rhythm. Step 4. Micro-expressions. Hold calm eye contact for 2 to 3 seconds longer than comfortable. Slight smirk. Never a full smile. Minimal blinking. Slight chin lift. These tiny details rewire social hierarchy without you needing to prove anything. Step 5. Command posture. Straight spine, shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor. When sitting, take space. Own the frame. Never shrink your body language to fit someone else's comfort. The one who takes space takes control. Psychological foundation behind it. Humans subconsciously mirror the most composed energy in a group. That's why in any meeting, the calmest person wins. The calmest person is seen as the most certain, and certainty equals leadership. This is how presence manipulates the primal brain. Dominant calm registers as safety and authority. Erratic emotion registers as weakness and instability. So, when you radiate controlled calmness, others instinctively fall into alignment. That's not arrogance, that's neurobiology. Control your inner frequency and everyone tunes to your channel. What command presence does for you? You stop chasing validation, people start chasing your acknowledgement. Arguments shrink. Words become unnecessary. You'll notice people speak softer, agree quicker, and question less. Your silence begins to speak louder than their noise. When you've built this presence, you no longer fight for respect. You attract it. You don't dominate others by force, you dominate them by focus. The mindset mantra, repeat this daily. I do not react. I regulate. I do not chase. I attract. I do not seek power. I empower. This mantra reprograms your subconscious identity, because when your identity becomes unshakable, everything external becomes negotiable. The final reminder: strength isn't loud. It's not about showing the world you don't care. It's about needing nothing from it. When you walk through life radiating calm, calculated control, they'll either follow you or fear you. Both mean you've already won. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the 6th and final rule. Command presence, the invisible dominance that bends rooms, breaks noise, and builds leaders. The one who masters this rule doesn't need validation, applause, or revenge. They walk in silence, and silence follows them like thunder.